Yo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Talk Red Devils Talk. Thank you very much for joining. I do apologise, there's no videos being released as quickly as possible because, like I said in my previous video, there isn't really much to talk about, but something has just popped up and I really want to talk about it, so let's get into this video. So I don't know whether you guys heard me say that I wanted Solskjaer to be a bit more, a bit more vocal, a bit more angry, a bit more, a bit more something. Because he's always very, very nice to all of his players. He's always very, very, he comments on everything. He wants his players to feel good. He wants to feel good about them. He wants players just to, I don't know, enjoy their day. But apparently he is absolutely kicked off with some of his players. And I am loving it. Because it's about bloody time that some of these managers actually do the exact same thing. And it's about time that Solskjaer did it to our players because they need to stop playing like absolute wimps and start playing proper football. And in my personal opinion, I know for a fact that Solskjaer is aiming at a few people, but I know for a fact that Solskjaer is aiming at a couple of people. And a couple of people may be Pogba, for starters, because apparently Pogba wants to leave now. I did, appreciate Pogba. I do like Pogba. I think he's a fantastic player. But if you want to fucking leave this club, mate, because you can't seem to get involved, your team doesn't seem to win. Like, well, at the end of the day, all you're here for is the fucking money, ain't you? You know what I mean? That's what you're here for. All you're here for is the bloody money. And if you're here for the money at this club, at the end of the day, I don't want you in this club because Manchester United is a family club. It is a family fan-based club, and we love our players, but we love our players that absolutely love this club. And if you want to leave, then please leave. But the only problem is we're screwed without you. But if we make the money out of Paul Pogba, then we might be able to go and buy someone else, which is probably a bit better than Pogba. And there's a few players that I can think. There's one of them in my head right now, which is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, this is the time for him to we can get him. And we haven't really made any loan transfers. We've just lifted players, gone with players at the end of the day. But Solskjaer's kicked off. I think there's something about he's had enough. He's had enough of the way that team is just sort of like treating everything and just treating it like it's a game. They're just treating it like it's a bit of fun. And it's about time that he sort of gets himself out of that nice little zone for a bit and puts himself into that devil suit and starts kicking some ass at the end of the day, because we're a club which has got the most amount of history, the best fans on the planet, and we cannot be having players that are just trying to bring this club down or just not working as hard. We should do what he should do what Alex Ferguson used to do. If he didn't play for 2 games and he wasn't playing your right game, you're off for another couple of months. And someone else is replacing. If that person was replacing you and he does a lot better than you in them 2 months, you ain't coming back on. That's the way I think about it, because at the end of the day, that means you have to work harder for first team football. And if you don't work hard for your first team football in the first team place and getting yourself into the game, then you'll probably be offloaded to somewhere else. That's the way that Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it, and that's the way that I absolutely love, Solskjaer would do. Because it'll be perfect for us, it'll be perfect for the players to then finally open up. Only problem is we have got a couple of players that are now injured. It's a bit horrible, isn't it? Wan-Bissaka for one, he's just gone. You know what I mean? I mean, he done something in training, and his calf or something was just blown, and apparently he's got like a huge motherfucking bruise on the back of his leg. So fingers crossed he makes a speedy recovery these next couple of weeks. He may not make it in the next game against Leicester. So that is going to be a big hit for us, but fingers crossed he's back for the next game after, because we need Wan-Bissaka, because he's the guy that's holding us up in that right back. So fingers crossed he can come back, and fingers crossed he gets a speedy recovery, because I just think he's a fantastic player. And the other players, obviously Luke Shaw. I don't know whether Luke Shaw's still playing at the moment, but he's meant to be training, he's meant to be getting better. So fingers crossed he comes back and he's all well. Pogba is apparently injured as well, but at the end of the day, I've heard that Pogba is faking his injury because he wants to go. Let's put it that way. I'm just stating the facts. So, I'm just seeing a few things that Pogba is apparently faking the injury because he wants to get offloaded somewhere else. And if that is the case, then that is the case. But Solskjaer is basically saying no, you're not going anywhere until the season's ending. Because we can't replace him. I understand where Solskjaer's coming from. We can't replace him. But my only issue is now, if that is the case, then is Pogba actually going to play? Is he going to be You know, is he going to still play that amazing football, or is he just going to become so, like, you know, so shit and make himself look so shit just so that he can get offloaded? And that's what I'm worried about. I'm really, really worried about it, because I know it sounds horrible, but we really need Pogba right now, because, you know, he is the type of player that we need to sort of have in our squad for the sake of it. But, you know, we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens, guys. But I just wanted to bring out this video because it's about time Solskjaer starts opening that mouth, mate. Get into that devil costume and just sort something out, mate. Because at the end of the day, like, we cannot have players running around this field and running around this club thinking that they own the club, and, you know, all they can do is play a little bit of football and earn a lot of money afterwards. At the end of the day, if you want money and you want that money, you play a hell of a lot of football, and you play bloody well football as well. I'm not saying that we can win every single game. I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about, you know, putting 110% every single game that we have. You're footballers, you're meant to be fit as hell. And, you know what I mean? You know, if you cannot, you know, oblige by, you know, Solskjaer's training routines, if you can't oblige by, you know, the way that he wants to control the team, because he's the manager at the end of the day, you know, then I don't know what you know to do with you. But at the end of the day, Manchester United is a massive club. You know, we need to get back into that winning form again. And I believe that Solskjaer, like I said before, give Solskjaer 2 seasons, and I believe that he will give us that winning form and that winning mentality, and bring in the right players, bring in the right formation, the right tactics, the way that we used to. Because he's worked, you know, he was with Sir Alex Ferguson. He knows how Sir Alex Ferguson does it. So, in my personal opinion, if he could copy his tactics and bring in the right players, bring in the right formation, choose the players that he feels that are perfect for this whole club, then I know he's the type of guy to do it. And I 110% believe he is the guy to do it. So, that is pretty much the video. I will try and bring out another video, you know, maybe tomorrow, fingers crossed. Hopefully there's some news I could talk about. But if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with all your friends and family, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video from me. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.